All right, I'll bring to you some of these problems that I'm having with these fuel injector clinic injectors. It's the IS 117 1200H 1200cc injectors, drop in as they call them. But if you look, and I had trouble, I'll show you, but look at the size of these things. You see look at the size, how much taller these things are, and they just give me a fit. I'll show you here. I can't really take them back the way that I got them. It wasn't really feasible to do, but you see they got the plastic piece on there, and I talked to them several times up there. And you know, this plastic piece can come off, and of course I'll show you this O-ring right here. The brown one is useless too, but you can fit this injector in here. You can see up on here, it's hitting. It's hitting. So, but you see that silver in there. So it's hitting, it's bottomed out, and you can still I mean, that tells me it's not sealing. I mean, you got plastic on that throttle body. That's not good enough for me. Really discouraging between that and how much taller it is when you put this. So we got this fuel rail piece on here. You can see. Look at that gap, man. Look, and I mean, I'm pushing on it. Look at that, drop-in injectors, huh? So they you know, they said up there, you know, these can be crushed, this and that, whatever. You know, of course that's common sense. I mean, you can keep on, you know, I tightened the screw down. They were barking, and when I tightened them down, you know, I'm worried about them stripping out after, you know, you do that a few times. I mean, you can't have that. So, you know, I'm trying to fix the problem myself. You know, even took the plastic piece off of the that black plastic off the injector, and you can see right here, you know, and it's still, and it gets it down just another hair when you do it, but it's still that little metal flange is hitting inside here. Of course, what the plastic is, it means you take the plastic away, it's still, the metal starts hitting it then. It gets it down another hair, but that's still, it wasn't, you know, trying to get that fuel rail as low as you can, that still ain't enough. So what I ended up doing, and you know, I wasn't happy about it, but you know, you can see I drilled out the holes in the throttle body right here. This one, I ain't done the rest of them. A 3/8 hole right there. And of course, with 3/8 hole, then I chamfered it just a little bit, you know, of course, to try to have no sharp edges. You don't want a sharp edge. And of course, I'm gonna clean this when you're done. You want to clean this common sense, and you want to sink the throttle bodies too. At least check on them. You know, if they're synced, then you know you lost what, 10 minutes. Peace of mind for me. So sink the throttle bodies, clean it, and all that crap when you get done. But you'll see now when I drop that in there. You know, I mean, that's just, you go as far as you want. Push down as far as you want. You can see up in there. You know, I mean, it's all clearing it. So we fixed that into the problem, and then I had to deal with this. What you gonna do about this now? Right there. You know, like I said, it got it down another hair, but you know, I was trying to figure out, you know, how far, you know, you put your screw in there, you tighten it, you can see how this is. It just gonna keep bending like that. And so had a couple ideas, and I took one of these, I believe M6 nuts, or maybe had to put them through that plastic piece, and it was going to put the nut right there on there, but I was worried about the threads, not having enough threads, so I actually cut one of those down and put it on there, and I still wasn't happy with it. So I ended up taking a unibit and actually recessed inside of here, you can see. So now my screw sticks out, so I've got all my threads, and I still have the spacing of it. So like I said, I took the O-ring off of it right there, so you know, I can put it on and off easy and show you. But now if you tighten this off, So that's tight. You can see it's even too. It's not up and down. You see how tight it is. We've crushed that rubber right there some, but it's all even tight. Of course, we got this tight. We've got this tight now, and it's all even. So you know, you feel real still sticking up that 1/16 of an inch, whatever it be. But you know, like I said, you got to make the best of it. I said I can't really send them back, you know, but I just don't call them drop-in injectors. You know, when we I'll straighten out too. Drop-in injectors when they're not, you know. And I talked to them about that if they had any trouble, ever heard of it before. And then no. And I said, well, what's going on? They said, well, their words. Call them up there and ask them yourself. But their words were, we don't really do the fitment on there. We kind of leave that for the builders. So that was their reasoning for this. I guess their way of getting out of it or whatever. But you know, it's definitely kind of strange. So you know, I believe they're good injectors and all that, but they just don't call them drop-in injectors when I got to do this to them. So you know, I was looking for the ID injectors, of course, but you know, the fellow that I got my kit off of sold these, and you know, the convenience of it was then and there. You know, he's selling them; they're good stuff, and I believe they are. But you know, this is just the problem I run into, and trying to help you out fixing it. So I believe we're gonna be good. Fuel rail's a little bit higher, but you know, you see it's tight now. It's tight and sealed. No problems. But man, at the trouble and the hours of dealing with this. So hopefully we've helped somebody out here, and either don't buy the injectors or get you a 3/8 bit and a unit bit, and this is what you got to do. Thanks.